Matafee lays it off and ball goes wide. Rory O'Shea. O'Shea goes the lob and takes the woodwork. Cross it over, 6 on 5. Exclusion on the number 10 for Sydney Uni, Zach Green. Bass down the right side to McDonald. (3-3) by the Magpies. Under pressure, Bass at the top. Lets it go. Touched by the goalkeeper. Oh no. We'll play on. Pressure pass, wheels the turnover. Unforced error, Uni come away with the ball through Gadiel. A long range shot around out the first period. Just the one goal in it. Hugh O'Neill scoring for the UNSW West Magpies. So in the women's gold medal game, Balmain 10 have defeated City University 5 to take out the 18 and under girls gold medal state championship. So I think we'll have presentations shortly for both competitions. Celebration in the big pool there for the girls at the moment. sprint for the start of the second quarter. So first attack there goes to Sydney University. Exclusion at the back. That is UNSW West number 3, Noah Reese. Pass over the top, hits the water. Long Robert pass around the top. Ball movement the key, winding up at the top. Into a 3-3, cross cage shot. Hamish Hegarty. The Magpies fairly quick down the pool. Late one more round. And cross cage finish. It is the number 6, James Gilfeather. Gilfeather takes the Magpies out 2-0. West down the pool, looking for the drive inside, trying to set the man on 2 metre. Oh, outside shot. The cross pass went to Gilfeather, picks up his second. Magpies 3-0. Big steal down the pool, Hugh O'Neill. Kicks in the afterburners, gets it down to 5 metres. Defender comes, centres it up. Another man free. Loose pass turned over. Burns looks at it now, gives it up. Man on the breakaway, Hamish McDonald. Looks for the defender, puts it on the water. Goalkeeper comes out for the steal. McDonald there playing for the foul. Uni with an outside chance, and Harry Reynolds gets the hand on it, sets up the counter-attack. Picks up Burns down the pool quickly, sizes up the options, throws the cross pass, and cross cage finish. A little smile on the face. Maybe wasn't quite where he wanted it to go, but it still sticks. Noah Reese. Well, Burns almost gets around for the steal. Lay it off, cross cage, and fine save, Harry Reynolds. West pick up the scraps and down the pool now. O'Neill. Oh, passed a little bit high. Wow, what a job there, the legs. It looked like it was going to break down. Matthew Burns submarines over, picks the ball up, and great awareness of where the goalkeeper was coming. Well, the pass a little bit long and jumped out for the steal, Thomas Harris. Old Burns will leave the ball down and help cover up the Uni players down the pool. Coming forward is Green. So there's the exclusion at the back, Jock Hansen. Burns gets up, gets a touch on it. Ball will come back to the 2 metre restart. Matrulio. So Green now excluded, playing on after the foul on the turnover. That's 2 fouls on the number 10 for Sydney Uni. West on the 6-on-5 power play. Shot clock expires and teams come back to even. And that's the end of the quarter. And Green gives up the turnover. So at half time, it is 5-0. UNSW West Magpies leading Sydney University. And second quarter goals, Noah Reese, a double to James Gilfeather, and Matthew Burns finding the back of the net. So I'm joined here by gold medal referee Anstey. How's it going here, mate? Pretty competitive game between two of the top sides here in the under-18s competition.
Yeah, it's a really good game so far, but West are just showing that their counter-attack and fitness is really coming away this first half, but we'll see in the second.
So you've been refereeing throughout the tournament. Great experience here, refereeing some very, very good players, and great for your development as a referee.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, I love switching between the young age groups, old age groups, boys, girls. It's good to change it up and see the different types of water polo and how to ref it differently.
And will you be heading up to the Australian Youth Festival up in Brisbane in January?
I'm not too sure, actually, just yet. I'll have to check my calendar, see what I'm up to.
Well, you better get up there, mate. It's going to be a great tournament, as it has been here, the New South Wales Youth Championship, so good luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
There we go, half-time, it's 5-0. The West Magpies leading the Sydney Uni Lions. We're back with second half action very shortly. So great there for the referees to give their time at half-time. And underway now. Again, thanks for joining us wherever you're watching, at home, on the live stream on Water Polo New South Wales Facebook page. Teams have changed ends, going right to left on your screen with the ball. White caps, the West Magpies, 5-0 over Sydney University. Burns puts it around the top. Gilfeather gets the foul. O'Neill in the centre. Comes into O'Neill. Good clean dry pass and great save. Thomas Harris. And we've got a tangle up in back play, and it's the exclusion on Hugh O'Neill. So he'll have to head for the corner, his first of the game. Sydney Uni work their 6-on-5 power play. Matafee comes to the top. O'Shea walking in, the number 11 now, takes the outside of the frame. Shot from Steerback. West patiently building at the top. Drive in on both sides, trying to break it up. Burns just losing the handle and the turnover. Uni come away through Gadiel, and Burns gets excluded. Goes to O'Shea again at the top. Down the deep right. Matafee. And Hegarty on the right post. O'Shea. Teams come back to even. O'Shea lets it go inside Wood. So Uni get on the board here in the third. They trail 5-1. Thanks, mate.
Just watch that closely, will you?
With Burns. Burns sizing up the options. Oh, just lost the handle again. Happy to drop it at the top. Lucas Vass. The ball will come out to the referee. A double exclusion. So it's the 7 for Sydney University. Rory O'Shea gets his second. Oh, double from blue. So it's the number 4 and the number 7, Gadiel.
I'm fine with you emptying 4 and 7. Empty gill feather. Empty gill feather. Just for 20.
Well, rattles the inside of the wood and cleaned up by the goalkeeper, Thomas Harris. And all players are back in.
That's it. Hold it cool, Connor. You're right.
So work on the legs at the back there. Was Burns affecting the turnover. Pass inside to Burns and try to tap it on. Shot clock expiring and the Magpies take the counter attack. They give it to Burns. Burns there called for the fend. Oh, up on the legs again. Gets the turnover. Gilfeather. And player coming in from the back for Sydney Uni. Bit of change on the fly. Big release, the drive in coming from O'Neill. Crosses it over. Finds the man free in the middle. James Underhill. Ball's at the top with Sydney Uni. Drop it into the centre. And there's the exclusion on Lucas Vass. That's his second. In the third period, bit of foul trouble for the number 2 for the Magpies. And Lions go on the 6-on-5 power play. Oh, shot comes from down deep and they put pressure on the goalkeeper. He's had a fine game, Harry Reynolds. Burns away down the pool. Sydney Uni chasing hard. Pass makes into the centre. A bit wide of the mark and goalkeeper comes out for the steal. Thomas Harris. So end of the third period, it is the Magpies 6 leading the Lions 1. Third quarter goal, James Underhill for the UNSW West Magpies for Sydney University. It came to Rory O'Shea. So West get the first attack, fourth period. Ball fished out by the goalkeeper. Harris looks for the feed down the pool. Picks up O'Shea. O'Shea under pressure. Tries the chip and chase. O'Shea goes again. Pass into the centre. Nicely tapped back out. Oh, plays it back into the middle. And then centre back court going over the shoulder. So the exclusion on Jock Hansen. And they turn the ball over. So teams come back to even. That's the three coming back in now. Noah Reese. And Gilfeather puts it over the top. O'Neill. O'Neill tries a shot. Here we go now with the 6-on-5. And crossbody catch, Rory O'Shea picks up his second. Pass goes to the front and man caught behind, the exclusion. It's on the number 10. Zach Green, that's his third. Fouled out of the match in the fourth quarter. Burns outside. Oh, kiss of the inside wood. Sits up on his legs and lets go of a rocket. And there's a nice outside shot coming from Hamish Hegarty. So they close the gap a little bit closer. 7-3 in the fourth. So his exclusion, Sydney Indy number 4, Jacob Gadiel, that's his second. Restart at the top. Man inside 2 metres. And Burns rocked the cage. The big outside shot. So Noah Reese now gets his third foul. So he's fouled out of the match. Well, they went for the postman, and it was the big legs of Matthew Burns to pull it down. Oh, I missed that. So it's the number 2. So that's a brutality call. We'll go down for the penalty. So Millen. So with less than 4 minutes remaining, Sydney Uni will play the remainder of the game a man down, and we'll have the penalty. So it's going to be Hugh O'Neill for the shot. And plenty on it for O'Neill. Converts. Oh, gets the rebound or deflection and stayed up for it. Harry Reynolds got the save. And of course, Uni here playing the man down. Burns kicks it away. Throws a cross pass, they come back to the top. They light it up from outside. Rattles the cage. Shot from Shires. So exclusion there on the number 13, John Lasitra. Shot outside, brings up the corner from Hegarty. Another big save. Harry Reynolds had a fine game in the cage.
Run the timings for the exclusion. Okay, 1:22 on the game clock. So reset 30.
Last minute. The goal to uni number 12, Hamish Hegarty.
I think that's pretty fair.
Vass now fouled out of the game, and a foul on number 7, Rory O'Shea, fouled out of the game. Both players fouled out of the match. And that is the end of the boys' gold medal game, and it is the UNSW West Magpies 8-4 over Sydney University. Caller of the card for the Magpies. Noah Reese with a goal, a double to Gilfeather, a double to Burns, a double to O'Neill, and Underhill scoring a goal for Sydney University. It was a double to Rory O'Shea and a double to Hamish Hegarty. Full time, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We're going to have the medal presentations very, very shortly.